What is up, my fellow Chibits? It's time for the weekly Chibit questions. I know for a fact many of you are probably going to be seeing this on a Sunday, maybe Monday, and the reason for it is because I've been busy, which I will talk about later. But for now, though, I just want to say that hopefully all of you are having a very good day or night, no matter where you live, because I love you guys, and let me know how your past week has been in the comments below, because I take note, I do, have an interest in you guys' life, and hopefully all of you are having a good time, and if you're having a bad time, I do hope everything works out for you, and hopefully all of you have many great days ahead. When are you going to get a job? I bet you will ignore all my questions and just picture the ones you like instead of facing the truth. Bet. So, when am I going to get a job? Well, let's be real here. I understand why you would probably say that. I know you're going out of your way probably to insult me because I'm, a YouTuber, but thanks to me being a YouTuber is giving me a lot of opportunities I never would have had when I was doing other things. For instance, when I was a welder at Tenco in Tennessee, I didn't have a lot of opportunities. I didn't have a life. I was just working 7/12s. What I mean is 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Yes, that was a thing. I was working in a factory being a welder. And it was, in some ways, good money. I was making around $10 to $12 an hour. That's good in a lot of ways. But at the same time, no, I felt like a robot. I felt like a machine. I felt like a tool. I didn't feel like a person when I worked. Because I worked so many hours. I had this certain routine I had to do, welding parts and stuff together, that I got really depressed, extremely depressed, and I've always had certain problems within me. I've had depression problems, anxiety problems, and stuff like that, and I've talked about this many times here and there throughout the years of me being a YouTuber. I've talked about it in Chibi Questions, I've talked about it in Chibi Vlogs, which I do eventually need to get back to. I've talked about it in other little miscellaneous videos here and there. I've talked about this type of stuff. I think if you've been around for a while now, you've been a Chibit, you know for a fact I've always had those issues. When I was having that type of job, it was, in a way, good money. I was so miserable, I couldn't anymore. I really couldn't. And eventually, I decided to do YouTube. I gave it a shot. I did a shot in the dark, and I tried YouTube, and I tried to become a YouTuber. And I know it's not necessarily a safe means of income or, job security because of how YouTube is, but I had a lot of fun with it. And it was the first time in a long time that I was actually happy, and I was smiling. And when I finally got to see how the community was growing, I was just like, oh my god, it's amazing to see what you guys think, seeing the comments and stuff. It always was reassuring. It always, built me up and made me feel happy just to see how you guys enjoyed the content I made. And so, you guys really pulled me out of the darkness, thanks to me becoming a YouTuber. And over time, I got to the point where I was able to somewhat survive on the income of YouTube. And now it's my full-time thing I do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna, try to sugarcoat it. The thing is even though it's not necessarily a job, it's more of a hobby to me, it is what pays my bills. And it's also given me the opportunity to help out my father. Now, I mentioned this on Twitter, actually. A couple of days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, I mentioned it. And I have been talking about here and there that I've been a little bit, busy. I have said this here and there. I've said that I've been a little bit stressed out, busy, stuff like that. And it's been a magnitude of problems. Thanks to this right now, me being a YouTuber, I'm actually able to help out my dad in ways I was never able to. See, my dad, he's never had the ability to go to the doctor and, check out his health. He finally got around to being able to go to the dentist. And many might think, going to the dentist ain't that important. It is and isn't. I can understand why people would argue about that, but it is important. I helped him out. I wanted him to be able to get everything checked out. And when he finally got everything checked out, he found out that, he had gum disease. Because he hasn't been in, a dentist for a long time. He brushed his teeth, it's just he hasn't been a dentist in a very long time, and just, thanks to how many years it's been, plaque built up underneath his teeth, and he started getting gum disease, and he's finally being able to get that treated, and apparently they said if it wasn't caught right now, it was going to start affecting his brain. It was start going to, hurt him in terms of his brain. It was going to cause, certain problems within his blood, like bacteria in his blood or something. It's just going to all around be very bad. And it's thanks to you guys and the opportunity for YouTube is why I've been able to do this. So, yeah, there you go. I know I kind of turned this into a little bit more of a thing that's been going on, more of an update vlog thing, but I guess in a way, I know you might not consider, this as a job, and I can understand that, I don't fault you for that, But it's thanks to this is why I'm able to help out my father. And that is something that, you know, makes me truly happy. I'm happy you guys support me and all that, and I'm very happy I'm able to help him out too. And that's what I've been doing. So there you go. I've never had braces, but I wish I had a girl's teeth around my nuts when she deep throats it, if that counts. I said something like this in Jalen Hawk's chill stream yesterday. Would you consider collabing with him for a TG video? By the way, dirty thoughts are coming with this gif. You trying to get the video demonetized? You're trying to get the video demonetized, aren't you? You're trying to do that. You're trying. But you know what? Let's go with it. Because, you know, you've always produced quality comments on the channel. And, you know, I really get a good laugh out of your comments. You know what? For the, you know, this time alone, I'll do it. I'll do it just for you. Because you're a good man. But, okay. So, would I ever consider collabing with Jalen Hawks? I honestly... I don't know, I don't really collab with a lot of people, and the reason why I just try to stick to myself, and I just have a very weird schedule, and just a horrible sleep schedule, that it's very hard for me to collab with anyone, so I mean, I'm down with collabing, it's something I don't do much, just because usually I'm just too busy to do it, and that's the big problem there, but I would have no problem with collabing with the man. I don't really watch the man's content, though, I want to be honest. I haven't really seen any of it, so if you could, you know, link me or whatever, message me on Twitter, I'll check it out. Why are you in Yakuza 6, and how much did that suit cost you? It does somewhat look like me. The only thing that's kind of messed up about it is that, my nose isn't bent a little bit to the right, and many have pointed this out. I was even unaware of this. I was told through my Berserk videos, but my nose isn't, or his nose isn't bent to the right a little bit like mine is, and his hair is not as trash as mine. So, I guess, yes, he does, but he's a little bit more of a fixed up version of me. Hey Chibi, how are you today? All I ask of you is, why are you not reviewing Fate Extra Last Encore? Loving this photo yet, Umu? I'm loving it. Loving the photo. Oh my god, that's some quality, I'm not gonna lie. But, so why am I not reviewing Fate Extra Last Encore? It's not because I dislike it, okay? I just want to get that out in the open. I just haven't reviewed the recent episodes. It's just because, once again, busy, but also, the scheduling of it is just atrocious. Just because of how Netflix picked it up, and I gotta rely on fan translations. No, don't get me wrong. I appreciate fans, you know, translating the series. Just having to rely on fan translations and how messed up the schedule is for the release of it. It's just like, I never know when it's gonna come out. And I never know if it's gonna be good subs or bad subs. And so I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about it. So... yeah, that's kind of why I stopped, you know, Fate Apocrypha, is just because of how Netflix handled it. And, you know, just the way they did it, I just couldn't continue it weekly, because just sometimes it would come out on a Saturday, sometimes it would come out on a Sunday, sometimes it even come out on a Tuesday. I'm like, I don't know what day it comes out. And usually when it comes out at a time that I'm just busy or something. So that's one of the big reasons why I kind of have stopped. It's not because I dislike it. I like the series. I love, you know, Umu and all that. She's a great saber. Love, you know, the story, just... haven't really had the time to do it. You gotta admit that Tokyo Ghoul's fighting panels are sometimes hard to follow. Anyway, have a great day. Greetings from Egypt. You have a great day as well, and this goes to all of you Chibits out there. But, okay, so I have seen this a lot. I've seen many comments on how can you follow the fighting of Tokyo Ghoul. I want to be honest with you. I have, in the past, had issues following the fights of Tokyo Ghoul. I admit that. But the reason why is not because Ishida doesn't know how to properly show fights, it's actually because the scans of the chapters usually are atrocious, and they make it to where the fights are not as clear, the way some lines are done. And so, I don't believe the reason why fights are so hard to follow is because Ishida does not do it. I think it's just because of the scans. There's so many times I've seen scans of Tokyo Ghoul look completely different from the original manga. Like when the manga volume comes out, it looks just so different. Quality, backgrounds, and all of that. So that's what I think it really comes down to, just the scans of it. But I do admit I did have a hard time following the fights in the original OG Tokyo Ghoul. And eventually it just got better where I was able to understand what was going on. Hey Chibi, have you ever watched or read any of the JoJo Bizarre Adventure series? If yes, please give me your thoughts on it, and if not, why? What do you think about this? I have seen enough hentai to know where this is going. How many angles can you show your zoomed-in face?
This many.
Who do you want in Smash 5 if you're interested in it? Let's say Sephiroth. Sephiroth is definitely someone I would love to see added since they added Cloud. Tell me why I fell in love with the Arachnoid. We, as a species, we love the unobtainable. We love the taboo, the forbidden. That's usually how we are as humans. We are drawn to things that are not normal. We are drawn to things that we could possibly never obtain. And so that is how we awaken certain fetishes. It's why I have a giantess fetish. It's a big reason. And I guess, even though I'm not personally into arachnoids, like, what we have with, Intoma right here, but I can see why many might fall for her, because it comes down to forbidden and things that are taboo or things that are not normal. We're just drawn to it. So I can't really put you down for it, and that's what I think the reason is. It's just how we are as a species. Do you read any other webtoons besides Tower of God? I am currently enjoying Bastard and Sweet Home. I have not read those two, but I have read Sweet Guy and Brawling Go. Very good series, by the way. Quality. Sweet Guy, Brawling Go. I have read The Gamer, and I've started reading God of High School. And, I'm trying to think, is there any others? I think that might be it. I think that might be all the webtoons I have seen so far, but those are the ones that come to mind that I have read. I heard you love to have a raccoon tail in you. Is this true? If you were a part of the Straw Hat crew, which of the members would be your best friend, and what kind of devil fruit would you have? Either, Nami or Robin. I'll be honest here. If Carrot joins the Straw Hats, I would go with Carrot, but, I want to just, take the current members. I'd say Nami or Robin. And what kind of devil fruit I would want? The ability to cut and edit the fabric of reality. For instance, I'm able to kind of have like a built-in video editor into reality, and I could trim and cut clips out of reality and stuff. That's some type of devil fruit ability I would like to have. I would need to take a lot of time to figure out and talk about how it would work, but that's something that always has come to my mind. That would be a very interesting ability. Is Citrus dropped? Also enjoy Best Girl eating a donut. Yeah, Citrus is dropped. I, did not like it. I did not like that at all. Very predictable, very cliche, and even though it's a Yuri series and I'm a sucker for those, sorry, I just can't. I can't with how cliche and how dumb it was. It defied logic. Am I allowed to call you Jacob? No, you're not allowed to call me Jacob. What gave you that right? I'm just joking. I honestly don't care. If you want to call me Jacob, if you want to call me Chibi, if you want to call me William, like Jacob William Severs, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I legit don't care. It's just like, just choose what is easier for you. That's how I've always been. If you guys prefer to call me Jacob, go for it. If you prefer to call me Chibi, if you prefer to call me a little dwarf or leprechaun, then go for it as well. I won't put you down. Today, 4 episodes of Real Life went out. Did you know about this? Wait, what? No, I had no... Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up after this. Chibi, what would you wear if you went on a date? Have a day that is good as well. Hopefully you're having a great day too. But, what would I wear if I went on a date? Honestly, I don't really have anything for a date. I just have normal clothing, and I don't have any suits. I don't have any fancy ties or anything like that. I don't even own a tie. So, I don't know what I would wear, because, the only person I know that I could probably fall in love with, like, a relationship-wise, would have to be someone that likes anime. So I guess if I was to go on a date with someone, I'll probably wear an anime shirt, but most likely that's a way to probably, have the girl just leave you, not want to, date you at all. So I guess, yeah. But, honestly, I don't know what I would wear on a date. I have no idea. I have no experience with that. If you were a mythical creature, what kind do you want to be? Technically, I'm already a mythical creature. I'm a dwarf. Do you ever go back and watch your older videos? And if you do, how do you feel about them? Did you hear that new original soundtrack? I cringe up. I'm not gonna lie, I cringe up, but I leave them up there because it just shows how much I have changed and progressed over the years since I started YouTube. Who's the thickest anime boy? This boy right here. What's the difference between a washing machine and a 10-year-old girl? The washing machine doesn't cry when you... I think I'm done here. I think I'm done.